Peep this W.O.M, or should I say peep this word of mouth, back with another IRL. This is Wicked Part 2. And let's get some things that we're gonna speak about. When the world needs a villain.
We got Oz. What you mean?
Nah, she had to step up. She decided, I'll do it myself.
Man, if you don't get these Batman and but
No,
you got a
but
point, though, maybe.
that
You
is
got a
like,
point.
that is just like Batman though. It is just like Batman. So you remember the wizard regime publicly declares now Elphaba is wicked. And now everyone is after her, blaming all the negative stuff that's going on in Oz on Elphaba. Before we continue,
Global warming on Elphaba.
before we continue,
that was amazing.
even Elphaba doing what she had to do, I do give her some, what can I say, criticism.
Okay,
Not
what's your pushback?
understanding
What's your pushback on
her
Elphaba?
power yet, and still trying to do good without holding, like she let go of the lion. I don't know why the lion held her up for it, but also, you know, when she turned her man into straw, or the Tin Man.
I'm gonna defend Elphaba a little bit. Just
When you don't know your power, nigga.
she's literally still a young lady.
Listen.
She's not even like 20-something years old in this movie.
What the saying says? To those who are given, much is required.
You hear this Uncle Ben ass quote? With great power comes great responsibility.
That's even
Dollar Tree version?
Nigga.
The man is hacking it.
Yeah, come on, get out of here. Give us the real questions about
So
this movie.
why do people trust a loud narrative faster than a quiet truth?
A loud narrative faster than a quiet truth. Well, first of all, they heard it first. And usually if you're the first to get information out there, it's more likely to be believable. What do they say? A lie is around the world twice before the truth has its time to put on its shoes and get out the door. So, I mean, what more do you expect? What about you?
I just think for the most part, it's definitely out there, and it's being like presented like as broad. So I just think whoever just gets the opportunity to do it first, you know, I feel like that's the most important thing. Information received is information received. What people are gonna do with it, well, that's up to them, and we always know for the most part that they run with it for the most times without verifying anything.
I want to go along with what
Yes,
you're saying
please
too,
do.
because usually what happens is that information that gets out first tends to have more staying power, and sometimes information that comes out late, people already believe what they want to believe, or they don't even get to hear the truth. So how do you expect the truth to even be heard if it's 2 hours late?
Guilty until proven innocent instead of innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, people don't want to wait for that.
Listen, and this is why. Go ahead, bro.
But they're also quick to add, there also is a science to it that the world is kind of fabricated in a kind of a way. Actually, there's a great point that the Wizard of Oz makes when he has his confrontation with Elphaba.
Oh, go
in
on.
Part 2.
Please,
Talk
we
about it.
on it. We
Talk
on it.
about
We on
it.
it. We
Go
on
ahead.
it. Talk it.
He said you can tell the truth, but they ain't gonna believe you. They're not going to believe you at all, because they have been conditioned to listen to the great and powerful Oz and everything that he says and stands for. How can all of a sudden now he's not this thing?
And you know what's
They'll
crazy?
never take her side. Never.
You know what's crazy? The wizard also said in this movie, he doesn't believe why you're not subscribed and liking this channel. But
Illuminati.
no, but seriously, what is your rating of this part 2? I really, you want to hear for part 1? We want to hear.
Yeah, we want to hear you.
the
Wicked for good.
DeJounte rating.
My rating for part 2, I would say I would give it a solid 9. A solid 9. It was
9.
a good build-up. It was a good build-up story, like off the foundation of the first one. I thought they fleshed out the characters really well, and they dived deeper into the story, pretty much for the most part. So I thought it was solid. It was a good answer to part 1.
I'm there with him. I think that solid 9. I think I gave part 1 8.8. I'm gonna give 9. I'm gonna give part 2 a 9 as well, just because from the last 50 minutes of the first film to all throughout this film, back to back good parts, and the story just keeps going deeper and deeper.
And I give this a 9.5 because of what you said. I won't even go in any deeper, but based on this movie, right? Follow down this road with me, the Golden Brick Road.
Oh God.
Right? The citizens, right? They quick to not what they've seen, But what they heard, they were quick to chastise the wicked witch, right? They wanted to make a statue of her.
Burn
They
the
want to
witch.
do all these things, burn the witch, right? So my question is, in real life, how often do we side with power simply because it feels safer? And then part 2 of that question is, how can we apply that question to this movie?
You want to go first, or?
Reiterate the first part. The first
So
question.
in real life, how often do we side with power simply because it feels safer?
I think the mass general public usually does side with power because I think it's easier. It's easier, it's digestible, it's easy to go with the flow. People naturally kind of sort of have, my theories, they have an inclination towards mob mentality. You know, one person runs with one thing and then it spreads like wildfire. And then all of a sudden, together, people are banded in unison for a common cause.
Right.
Whether it be good or bad. But most times when they do that, they do it without really thinking things through and really trying to like flesh things out and try to like, you know, piece this apart together. Like, does this story add up that it's causing or motivating me to bring forth these actions collectively with these people? And we are victims of it. I will agree and say so. It can happen very easily.
To go along with him too, people side with power rather quickly because they don't want to be on the opposite side of it. It's easier.
too.
It's easier to just fall in line as opposed to be an enemy of somebody with power. I mean, we can just look in the media right now. If we want to talk about somebody with power, we ain't gonna talk about that. Different episode. But
The reckoning.
Right, facts.
yeah, Oz's Reckoning. We gonna talk about we talk about Oz's Reckoning.
Yeah.
Oz's Reckoning came in this film.
Executive producer.
Exactly. You know, but at the same time, I get it. We're all afraid of being in Elphaba's position, being alone on an island with no resources and nobody to rely on. So it's only natural that most people just, you know what? Let me not be in front of this bulldozer. Let me just get on the ride so I don't get run over.
The thing I have is, you said this before, a lot of people are sheep. And the problem I have now is, in this movie, bro,
Let's go.
the citizens and a lot of people rather stay neutral, and neutral staying is picking a side.
It is.
It is so.
And when I say neutral, I should say more Glinda than the citizens. The citizens already picked a side. But Glinda, now in part 2 is Glinda, not Glinda.
Glinda.
Yeah, she picked neutral, which was picking a side, and that's what I hate about this.
I think for the public,
Because she knew the truth. Go ahead.
I think for the public's sake, she did pick a side. She picked their side because she wanted to go with it. But deep down inside, she was neutral. But to show the facade, she was with their side. Because if that was the case, she would have said everything, but she was going along with it.
I thought that
And
she,
that's picking a side.
Because she
right,
enjoyed
like you
it,
said.
yeah.
I think that she wasn't even picking neutral. I thought that she was more loyal to herself because she wanted to feel accepted. She wanted to have her own dream. Yes, Marble was going along with, all right, since we ain't got the real witch with powers, we gotta settle for you. We gotta give you the dollar store version of magic. We gonna give you some dollar store cheap tricks. But at the end of the day, in this movie, we see back in her past, she just wanted everybody to like her.
Yeah.
Her mom said, you got everything you want. People love you. What more do you want? I want more.
I want more.
She chose the side that would get her more. Instead of just choosing one and only getting half of something, she chose both, which is really just choosing for herself. At least that's how I saw it.
Nah,
Glinda.
that's facts. Let's roll this film real quick.
Guards watch while Glinda the Good was slain. Elphaba, go.
No, not without you.
Go!
Stop it! In the name of goodness, stop!
I am so sorry. Take him out to that field!
I know! Melakanama be torn, let his blood leave no stain. Will it be, let him never die.
Sarah, where are you?
You have visitors. A girl from the land of these are visitors we can use.
Stick of the wicked queen of the witch.
He ordering them to fight. Yo, why you put the
Listen.
captions in there, bro? Yo, you ain't. They about to light them up. You ain't right, bro.
Oh man.
So you saw this, right?
Yeah.
Why does honesty become rebellion in certain rooms?
Can I take this one?
Yes, please do.
Honesty becomes rebellion in certain rooms because when you side with truth and everybody in the room sides with untruth or lies, you automatically become the enemy. You're the one that's going to expose what people don't want to be seen. And the reality is that most people want to I've said this before, most people want to believe that they're a good person. Glinda the Good, she wants to believe that she's a good person, but she's not. And when Fierro comes out there with the blicky and he says, I will bust you for my lady, let her go, she's like, but I'm good. He's like, who told you that lie? You think because your name is Glinda the Good, that just makes you automatic? No, the truth is you're not. And I'm gonna prove it. That's why he became the enemy and they put him on that stake and they turned him into straw.
What about you, bro?
He definitely went against the grain. He went against the status quo.
Yeah, man.
It's all about what is the status quo. It's all about what is being presented on a pedestal. And if you're against that, then you're an enemy of the state. You're enemy of the state.
And you know what's crazy about this?
It's always about the image.
It is.
The second one also started to make my blood boil.
What?
My blood boil a little bit. No, because the first one was like I got upset, but the second one, like especially this.
Because it doubled down on the plot.
Not only that, yeah, it doubled down on the plot, but Glinda, was now. Not only did she choose the side, she is now carrying forth the mission.
She did.
Against her friend, and she knows the truth. And that's why I said this is bullshit. I don't want no friend like that. Like, no matter how much kumbaya they singing together, I want no friend like that you're so quick to want to kill me. Because that's what they say. Even in your heart, you might be like, nah, in my heart, I don't want to. So what about...
But I'm going to give a little pushback, just a little bit.
Fuck your push. No,
hey, listen, we got to do it.
I'm joking.
Listen, we still got time to cut.
Yeah.
But,
We don't got time.
Exactly. But the thing is that I do think that Glinda, like many people in this world that are a part of, we're just going to say the authority, they truly don't believe that the authority is that bad. So she really did not think that, I do believe she didn't think that by helping them out to get Elphaba, that they were really going to do harm to her. She probably thought that they were just going to imprison her or whatever. So she said, fine, I'm just going to get my revenge or whatever. I'm mad right now. I don't think that she was actively trying to get Elphaba murked. Because her sister got murked instead. And they stole her shoes.
She wasn't trying to get her murked, but she understood what was going down. Because you understand the wizard and Miss Marble, wanted to kill her because if the truth got out even more,
I don't know if she
it
thought
would
that they were gonna kill her.
it would divide odds. I really believe. I just don't believe they would have done it.
Or maybe she lied to herself thinking that it wouldn't happen. Maybe.
But let's look at this other clip. This is where Elphaba gets mad.
Monkeys! Find that Dorothy! Bring back my sister's shoes! Get those shoes off your feet!
Let the little girl go.
Go away. It took you so long. What is this?
It's Fierro, isn't it?
I surrender.
What are you doing?
Glinda, you can't be found here with me. You must go.
Alfie, no. I
Promise that you won't try to clear my name.
No. Why would I do that? I'll tell them.
Because they need someone to be wicked. Just like,
What? Alfie.
go on. Take it. Change things.
Can I say something about this real
Yes,
quick?
I want to
please.
say something too.
I'll let
Yes,
you go. I
please.
spoke already. You go.
I think it's just quite interesting that, someone has been placed underneath this microscope all their life and made to be this thing that she finally just gave in and said, like, it's kind of like it's like a page out of The Dark Knight with the Joker.
Right.
And he's like, I cannot be this white knight. I have to be the Dark Knight because this is what they make me out to be. And honestly, it was sad. That was her only form and way of liberating herself from this, is to just finally accept, like, you labeled me as this, then I'm gonna embrace and be this. I'm gonna be wicked.
I felt like it was actually more sad too because
It was sad.
she lost her sister. Her dad is dead. Her dad didn't even love her. Her best friend turned her back on her. All of society hates her, and they killed her lover. So she said, you know what? It's a wrap. Society doesn't even want my help. How many times have you actually tried to be a good person with things, and then you see how much people are fighting you to be good? I don't blame her for giving up. And then the last person here that's supposed to be your friend, I know you got a thorn in your side for Glinda. How dare you show up after you had my man killed? Nah, man. I get it. She just want to give up.
And
Stab the man with 1,000 straws.
not only
He
did
became
they,
a scarecrow.
Not only did they have him murked, you had him murked after she had her fun time with him. She got to,
She finally got to lose her virginity.
yeah.
He got a piece of the dark green meat.
Yeah, man.
Somebody would. So
But the sad thing, and this is, again,
Shrek memes.
I'm gonna stick to this point. Wicked, this whole friendship stuff that they are portraying is complete
BS.
BS.
But how much of this is actually existing in
No,
real
this is true.
life?
Cause Elphaba is clearly a way better friend than Glinda ever was and ever be. Like that scene when everyone was like, oh, and emotion, I was like, yo,
I
F
don't feel
this.
bad for her.
I would have been like, yo, F yous, Illuminati to the death. And then I would have went out, I wouldn't have made up with her. I get it, but look at this, bro. Look at this.
I'm really not trying to throw Glinda bail because behind the scenes I got beef with Glinda too. But I kind of understand Elphaba's feeling a little bit because Glinda was the only real friend that she has. Not her family, nobody. I mean, yeah, Fiyero, but Fiero's dead. Yeah. But it's the only real friend that you have. So I understand a little bit of maybe the Stockholm syndrome in the friendship, where, okay, maybe there's still some remedy of it. There's some residue of our real friendship in there, and you want to reach for that, especially when that's all you've ever known. But once again, like real life, like IRL, you gotta learn when to let these things go.
But in this scene, right, she realized Fiyero wasn't dead because they already orchestrated the plan.
Yeah, the spell and whatnot.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Too
Too
late.
late. If you ain't know.
If you're watching this, it's all
You
spoiler
yeah.
alert.
And you're probably gonna see this already.
Yeah.
Can we do the third?
Dorothy, bye, Dodo. It's just that one road the whole time.
Touching display.
Shiz.
I scare you?
I'm a public figure now. People expect me to
Fly?
be encouraging.
Are you crazy?
Please. Please. Where'd you get that?
All right. So I this is the
I'll let you
question.
go.
Can you love somebody deeply and still know you cannot walk with them anymore? And based on this clip, you see they had their fights, they had their different things, and when we put the totality of the picture together, they had to go separate ways. Elphaba had to become the villain in order for peace to reign. Because if the truth really came out, and then this is what made me realize, okay, Glinda had to play a role, right? And Elphaba had to be sacrificed in order for peace, or it would have divided us even more. Because people don't want to hear the truth. No matter how much we preach truth, they don't want to hear the truth. They just want a solution, and they want to know that it's done.
So then you agree with what Oz said about the fact that one, you can tell people the truth and they won't believe you, and then two, people need a villain. So then you agree with what Oz said.
I did, but the thing is, I still agree more with loyalty over. I agree with what he said because that's true.
That's the
in
truth about
everyday life.
society.
But if me and you are friends, again, I'm gonna use that same analogy. I would rather you ride with me, knowing that I'm in the right, ride with me than to throw me under the bus and be a part of the mob that's trying to kill me. Because you staying neutral is picking a side.
So then how do you feel about Fierro then?
No, Fierro did what he did. And this is what, look at the
Fierro's
deeper
the lover,
picture.
correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fierro joined the army so he can know where Elphaba is, so he can protect her. That's infiltrating the system.
Just want to make sure.
That's a ride or die.
Because the minute that he had the opportunity, he was ready to murk Oz.
Exactly.
He was like, I'm gonna get you, witch. Man, yo, I've been waiting for this day.
Man had a cucumber blicky.
Yo,
I was like, what kind of a gun is this?
yo, that Baja Blast.
Yo.
The Baja Blast.
Like, what kind of gun is this?
And this is where I'm just like, yo, all right, you have the opportunity to kind of clear your friend's name, right? The movie starts with her when the friend asks, the little kid asks, weren't you friends with the witch? And then at this point, she tells the story towards the end. And you could have even said, she's not as bad as you seem, even though, but you see, I know she had to stay with the program.
It's because she's trying to maintain a character. She's trying to maintain an image of Assad.
But to go along with him, because Oz, the people of Oz aren't great people. They don't understand nuance. She wants to tell them the truth, but then she realizes, what would that do now? If I told you guys that, yeah, y'all murdered my friend, she actually wasn't that bad. Now I'm complicit in it too. Now they all, Glinda the Good is a fraud. What happens to Oz now that they have no good to believe in? It's this weird thing that
Bring forth chaos.
it really would. They need an actual physical symbol and manifestation of what is good and what is bad.
Henceforth, once again, the Dark Knight parallel.
Y'all, this Batman analogy, man.
Yo.
Y'all got a point. Y'all got a point.
And
You can see the parallels.
You're right.
And this is where sometimes I'm just like, I'm all for forgiving, I'm all for the love and stuff, but I feel like Glinda went too far. And this fighting scene, she should have murked her. Elphaba should have just murked her.
Elphaba could have murked her.
But she loved her so much she didn't want to.
She held back.
She was just mad that you allowed them to set up my sister like that. Because Glinda said what? You remember that scene? She said, oh, the best way to get the witch out is to find the
Her
sister.
Who was the governor. Oh, do we have a few minutes to talk about Nessa?
Please.
I think Nessa is probably, if not the most evil, is just up there with Glinda because she really was not looking out for her sister. And then she was, okay, fair enough, Bach is pretty mean too. Bach ain't that good. He becomes the Tin Man.
Yeah.
But she said...
That scene was a little scary, I ain't gonna lie.
It was very scary.
He was chopping on the door. I was like, oh my Lord.
Tell me how she said, oh, you gonna leave me? All right, I got something for you. I'm gonna make it so that all your people can't leave the country and they gotta come to me if they wanna do something. She literally is the equivalent of, oh, you break my heart, I'm going scoring everybody that looks like you. I mean, listen,
Straight dictatorship.
the racial undertones of that scene was, and then even
And
when
no
it's-
one thought of taking her wheelchair.
no,
I'm
Pushing her down the stairs.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get me caught up. I'm not
All
going.
for entertainment purposes.
All for entertainment purposes.
I support everybody with their immobility issues and everything.
But that was wild, you know? That was a wild scene where, you know, we were talking about with the Tin Man, right? Yeah. She came and the sister held her up for not being at the funeral. Like she could come out. She couldn't come to the funeral because that's gonna give out her position where she's at. She's trying to be strategic on setting up how she's gonna defend Oz. And this is what I know society don't really give a F about good people. She went to the animals, who she's trying to defend.
And the cowardly lion.
And they all was like, no, we can't stay. She's like, I'm here to fight with you, just stand with me. And I get their position of being afraid, but she's the only one standing up for your rights here, and y'all all bailed on her. And then the cowardly lion, yeah, so what? She say, I know that's all you know is captivity, but damn, remember me, crab in the barrel, you scared. Because now you're in society. Oh, the witch did this to me.
Hey, yo, chill. You might come off
yo.
like you're doing a certain type of personification. Be careful there, Micaiah.
Nah, man.
But I don't know if you have any more videos.
I have one more, but go ahead. Finish your point and then let's do it. No, finish your point. I want to hear it.
Let's go to the video.
All right, last video.
My personal opinion is you do not have what it takes. hope you prove me wrong. I doubt you will.
Do you think Madame Morrible deserves that punishment from Glinda?
Madame Morrible was just locked away. She wasn't killed or murked or nothing. She was just locked away, and she's basically Storm Jr. She created a tornado and dropped it on Elphaba's sister. We really gonna act like Madame Morrible ain't the real supervillain in this movie? Come on, man.
She was behind everything.
She was. Oz wasn't even really that powerful. He was just a symbol. Actually, let me take that back.
He was. He still had a
take that
great
back.
influence and power, though. You know,
about
she was the muscle for sure.
She absolutely was the muscle. What do you think? You think that she?
Now, let me give a solo clap to Glinda for doing this
In the 11th hour.
in the 11th hour, but it still wasn't enough. She had you feel like you killed your friend, right? And then on top of that, she set you up murking the sister, right? Saying that it was your plan, basically. And that's all you did. I would have, if that's, Elphaba, that's why I say she's not a good friend. Elphaba, I would have been like, yo, this is from my friend. Boop, boop.
I'll do you one better.
With a water gun.
Yeah.
I'll do you one better.
Yeah, with a water gun, yeah.
The fact that this all happened, the resolution came because they were finally working together, which also just drives home the fact if they were working together from the very beginning, none of this would have happened.
Right.
This scene just makes Glinda look even worse.
And Elphaba, she was so loving that some people say that the book opened up to the page where it was supposed to be like a healing thing there, or she allowed the book to now be used by Glinda for her positivity, pass it on.
But what choice does she have? Because if Oz doesn't have a leader with actual power, you get literally the Wizard Oz. You need somebody that can actually rule properly.
Yeah, and that's what he was prophesizing. That's what he wanted her to take over.
And this is why I said Elphaba deserved better.
Oh, of course.
And I'm happy she got some straw dick, but
No.
Nah, she's gonna be getting.
No.
Oh yeah, she got it before, and then she's going to.
No. We're not going to gloss over that horrible ending where Elphaba.
Where she goes into the desert.
It was in the Badlands, and everybody else in society just gets to live all happily and whatnot, talking about, yeah, we killed the witch. And it's like, yeah, we got to live in the desert now. We ain't got no real home. It's a horrible ending.
Yeah, that was really bad, bro.
But then again, like our movie IRL says, this is all in real life experiences. Just go Google it.
You know you can't have the black people when you gotta send them to the desert.
Whoa, hey, don't get no ideas. I didn't say that. I do not concur.
Listen, that's what the movie said.
That is true. That is true. Makai, you got any more for us?
Last
We got a minute
question,
and a half.
final question. Wicked taught me that power really is blank. You want me to repeat it again?
You said.
All right, Wicked taught me that power is really blank.
In the eye of the beholder, because they thought Oz was powerful, but man was just a carnival going, horny guy that F somebody's wife. Literally, that's it. But they thought he was powerful because he just seemed like that.
He had that green Viagra.
Because in reality, Oz was a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Let's be real. He didn't raise his daughter. He was effing around with somebody's wife. He was talking to him. He had this harem of women doing everything for him. Oz was a Pookie and a Ray Ray.
He was disdainful. He was awful. I was like, damn, you there crying?
Right.
You crying? You just murked your own daughter. Well, at least he thinks he did, you know?
Right.
That's what you thought about power? That's what it taught you?
No. I'm just saying, like, that's what he thought initially. That's what happened, though. But I just think, honestly, power is just, for me, what I think about power is, I just believe it's whatever you truly use it for. And if you use it not for the betterment of man, then it's like, what's the fucking purpose of it all?
To be a Pookie?
It's
Right.
You know, other than that, it's all just for selfish gain. At the end of the day, it should be uplifting and promoting. But obviously, you know, you can see who he was through his character flaws, you know. He didn't give a crap about Oz.
Yeah.
Did he? What
He
about
just
you?
wanted to rule behind the curtain.
It taught me that power is really perspective, like in the sense of you don't really need power to be in power, and you don't need power to be in charge. But it also I'm gonna say
Is
something.
it society?
Oh, here we go. You
gonna
got
say
you got the
something.
floor. You got the last say. Let's get it over.
All right. This also taught me that power is, if you're not gonna use it and do what you have to do with it, don't have it at all.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah, she should have used it. And she was trying to, but instead of being all good, sometimes you gotta, this is what they're gonna do, I'm gonna show them. And then I'm gonna then make peace be. But that's my take.
That's it.
Yes. So thanks for joining us on Wicked Part 2. Let us know your rating. And also let us know how you feel about Wicked Part 2. Are we just being crazy men talking about stuff? Did we not see the picture that you guys saw? Write it in the comments. Let us know. And finally, I would say hi. My name is Micaiah. And if you like this Wicked, then join us. And if you don't, still join us.
You don't got a choice.